You know, some of these girls I've met when I was modeling in like Asia and stuff, they did modeling contracts in Japan. And there's these Ukrainian girls that went to Japan when they were 14, 15. That's another level of this shit.
Right.
And then they have, and there's also, I will not deny this, there's definitely also predatory like men, you know, in that industry, like towards women.
Yeah.
But what we talk about, that's what the conversation is. But the conversation is not so much about men, because the Me Too movement, women speak up about it more. But as men, we feel like, oh, shit, we can't talk about it.
Well, I'll be honest. My girlfriend is a model, and you know, she somehow has not had the same experiences as me.
Interesting.
In certain regards, you know, of course, you know, people are interested in you sexually, no matter like where you work, if you look good. Yeah. But when they're shooting photos of you and your nipples are falling out or whatever, you know, they're gonna maybe make a comment about that.
Yeah.
But it's about respecting people's boundaries. The thing is that she's straight.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not as like you're not sure what to respond when this person is expecting you to get you pictures back, or your agent advised you to go there, and next thing you know, like a homosexual interaction is occurring. How are you supposed to respond? Do you respond rudely?
Yeah.
Do you say, "Hey, not for me, man.
Yeah.
Sorry," but your agent kind of puts you in the other direction, like, "Hey,
for sure."
You know. So that's where that grooming, I would say, that is that the right word for it? I mean,
I think so. Maybe, you know, when you're young, you kind of, and you learn, and you kind of, you're new to this whole industry. You don't know how things work. There's no example. My agent gave me no guidance. They didn't tell me, hey, this is what you can and can't do. They just threw me in the water. And then you just adapt, and you're like, oh, maybe it's normal to get, you know, my dick lengthened by a photographer on my first shoot. Maybe that's just what they do. It's America. Maybe this is America. I've never been to America. You know, this is an American thing. Maybe it's a cultural thing. Maybe it's, you know, I don't want to disrespect the culture in America. So go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
Maybe women are a little more protected than men. Maybe they think they don't need to protect.
Well, can I explain one thing I have learned? If you say you're straight, right? Now they can still be interested in you, right? But the difference is that when a man likes a woman, women, you know, they're not the ones buying people's OnlyFans. They're not as sexually hungry as the male is, whether you're gay or straight. Men pursue and women select. So how do you get the trust of a woman? You don't come off straight away like sexually, because unless she's a prostitute, she's definitely saying no. Right?
Good point.
So you get a purse. You pay for a dinner. You say, hey, my buddy owns a business. You could be the main model for that. It's not sexual right away. You don't go to a shoot and next thing you know, just grab a pussy. That's not what happens. That don't happen to the women as often.
Happens sometimes.
They try to show small pieces of interest first because it's a courting. It's called courting, the specific word for that. What I'm saying is that when it comes to being a man and another person is gay, sometimes I feel, and I'm not gay, so I can't speak upon how it actually is, but I would imagine certain times it is like you meet, you like each other, you might be cool with something happening. Yeah. Now, if the guy says he's straight, you know there's no courting. Why are you going to buy a straight guy a gift thinking you'll never get in a relationship with him? Yeah. I mean,
but that's the challenge.
But that's where it can be more direct, more like prostitution vibes. Yeah. Because like, hey, I know you're not gay, but if you're okay with this, you know, or whatever, like see what you're into, see if they can get something from you.
For sure. And also I think there's less of a, okay, if I'm as a straight guy, right? When I see a girl in the elevator and I want to compliment her, I'm always afraid that I'm going to be perceived as a predator, because there's so much awareness in society of women being the victim, right? The Me Too movement. So with women, I think why your girlfriend maybe has not experienced sexual harassment on that scale is because people are aware that you can't do that now, especially after the whole like Harvey Weinstein.
Women are little. They're not as physically strong.
So it's almost like, but with men.
It's in society's mind to nurture and take care of the feminine.
Exactly.
You know, like that's why, you know, with these things, it's such a sensitive topic. Like you need to be respectful to women. You need to be careful with women. You know, you buy a woman a gift, you show her that you care. You know, that's how you win the heart of a woman. 100%. Right? But it's the same energy doesn't exist with men, right?
Sure.
Because, you know, it's two masculine energies mixing. Sometimes there's a masculine male and a feminine male.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're straight, maybe you could be even a feminine straight guy. It doesn't mean that you have to be gay if you're a feminine straight guy.
Sure.
But sometimes when you have two masculine energies mixing, it's like, are you supposed to nurture and like water this person like gently, like a gentle thing you're in love with? No, it doesn't carry that same energy.
Sure. And then also when you, for example, if you said that somebody abused you, they look at you and they're like, come on, look at you. Right. You're like fit.
You could take care of yourself.
You could take care of yourself, right? There's not the same, you don't have the same fragility as a woman. Yeah. Therefore, people invalidate sometimes the abuse that happened, you know? People don't look at you like, oh, you're a victim too, you know? Mm-hmm. It almost like, you know, people don't have, that's why I think it's important for us, man, to talk about this, because I want to start the conversation so there's more awareness around men being abused. My goal is to have an 18-year-old model that starts now, go to New York, and there be an awareness that you can't just abuse men because they're men, you know? And we talk about this, a lot of straight guys especially won't speak up about stuff because they're afraid, oh, if I say that I was touched by a photographer, it makes me gay.